Hi folks, it's Unleashed Code and welcome to another patch release notes edition. And today I'm going to be talking about Project Cars 5.00. This is the latest patch which was released on the 14th of October 2015. For all your other gaming needs, including tactics, news, tons of live streaming, please click that subscribe button below or join me on my blog, which is unleashedcode.blogspot.co.uk. See you right after this. Project Cars, patch 5.0, I've got the release notes sat right in front of me. I will specify that these release notes that are in front of me are for the PS4. Now if you want the Xbox One or the PC version of the release notes, please head over to Slightly Mad Studios, go into the forums, go into the Project Cars website, go to the forums, you will find them there. I will also add that on the PC there was a lot of changes and a lot of additions dealing with the Oculus Rift, so if that interests you, please have a look at that. Well, quite a lot's changed. Once again, it's not as big as the previous patch that we just received, but this patch addresses a lot of important issues, and I'm going to start straight away right now with online. They've enforced fixed default setups. Fixed cases when enabling this would actually still allow players to use their own custom setups. Enable the player's custom controller settings to still be used though when using fixed setups. Mojave layouts fixed an issue where if the host was disqualified, it could actually end the race for absolutely everyone, and they also fixed an issue with tire choices being completely ignored during the pit stops. Moving on to physics and AI, they've improved the AI behaviour in the pit lanes to further reduce the cars hitting the pit walls when driving out of garages. They fixed an issue where cars under AI control would struggle to drive correctly on tracks with high banking, and they fixed an issue where some car parts that were dislodged during a collision would not actually be removed from a track when the track has been cleared. Moving on to career. In career mode, they fixed an issue where the maximum amount of contract and invitation emails could be exceeded with the download content installed. This resulted in the player not being notified of newly unlocked contract offers and invitational events. Controls. They fixed a bug on the splash screen where the controller used to press the A button to start was not selected as the current controller. Logitech G29 updated the default controller maps so the layouts were consistent between wheels and also across platforms. They've also removed default assignments for the wipers and the lights, as disabling them they weren't actually turning on automatically when it started raining or if it got dark. Moving on to tracks, quite a few changes with tracks. Nürburgring GP Sprint Short fixed an issue that caused issues for cars pitting in the first pit lane spot. Nordschleife fixed an issue that caused cars to get stuck against a pit wall while driving down the pit lane. Nürburgring Sprint Short fixed a cut track issue at the NGK chicane. Barcelona GP fixed a cut track issue when entering the pit lane, and Watkins Glen, they've improved track performance to address frame rate drops in certain areas around that track. Now with vehicles, there's been quite a few changes and they're to specific vehicles, so I'm just going to go through them one by one for you. Aston Martin Vantage GTE tweaked the cockpit exposure to work better with raining conditions. Aston Martin DBR 1 and 2, they set the car up so the steering wheel remains static state even when the user chooses the high wheel option, so that the users can still read the vital information being displayed on the wheel. The Aston Martin DBR 1 1959 fixed an issue where the wrong helmet was displayed when using helmet view, tweaked inertia and roll stiffness to improve collision behaviour. The Audi 90 IMSA GTO, the Audi R8 V10 Plus and the RUF RT12R, they fixed issues where the curves would appear on the HUD of these cars, even though these cars do not have curves. BMW 320 Turbo fixed an issue where the car would start wandering in straight lines after a few laps. The Bentley Continental GT3, they updated the engine and minimum ride height to match the latest mapped real-world balance of performance, updated the gearbox ratios to the current FIA specifications, putting it more in line with the other GT3 cars. Ford Mustang GT improved braking power to better match the car's weight. The Ginetta G40, a partial fix for front tyres overheating if the pressure was over 1.8 bar. The historic Lotus Formula cars improved their helmet view exposure settings. settings. The Lotus 98T fixed an issue where missing a bodywork in the cockpit, and the Mercedes C-Class DTM adjusted the steering wheel shift lights to better match the engine's power band. The RUF CTR, they changed to a more durable brake pad for the track use and added an optional brake duct to help control temperatures at slower tracks. The Mitsubishi Evo X also got improved engine sound quality. Moving on to GUI and HUD, display correct message when trying to toggle assists when assists are disabled. Change the display values for lateral and longitudinal or weight bias to make it more intuitive. Fixed an issue with bad text spacing on the telemetry screen. Fixed various issues with the HUD gear shift indicator during replays. They fixed an issue when making real-time changes to the stability control would display completely incorrect information. Fixed an issue where in-game standings, screen lap time was cleared far too soon. Moving on to general, they fixed issues where the sync to race option was unavailable when configuring weather progression. Fixed an issue where the best driving line assist appeared in the rear view mirrors of cars. Localization, added United Arab Emirates used by the Lycan to non-English language sets. Fixed an issue with Quick Race Weekend where running qualifying and race without practice sessions could cause the qualifying session rules not to work correctly. Fixed a case where the one or more for the road achievement would not be unlocked correctly. They fixed an issue where the player could still toggle driving assists on via buttons even though the driving assists were disabled. Fixed an issue where external driving camera would clip through the track on steep bankings, and they fixed an issue with random clouds popping in and out of view, and fixed an issue with clouds disappearing completely when using time acceleration. Fixed a rendering timing issue that would at times cause black screen when the processor was under very heavy load. They also fixed an issue that caused the player's view to switch from helmet camera to cockpit camera during pit stops, and they resolved more retail crashes. I think they mean detail. Yes. Okay guys, well that was the patch notes. That's the release notes. They're going to be up on my blog site as always. Just go to the patches tab or unleashcode.blogspot.co.uk and they're all there in writing. I hope they've been useful to you. I'm really impressed with the patches that these guys are doing. They really do work hard at them. So I'm super impressed, and I just want to say please click the subscribe button if you want to stay up to date with more Project Cars patches as they come. I will, that's my phone beeping, I will update you as of when they're released. I do plenty of other stuff and I'm continuously streaming. Although I'm not streaming so much on YouTube Gaming anymore, I am streaming a lot on Twitch, so please join in and give us a follow. It would be greatly appreciated. Well, until next time guys, thanks for watching. Bye bye.